Solo Hoops is my brand new basketball channel. I'm talking about the NBA every single day on there. I'll be one of the first subscribers ever to that channel. The link will be in the description. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make the best all-around build in NBA 2K24. If you want to build with finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and physicals, then you've came to the right place. I spent days perfecting this build in the My Player Builder, so I'd appreciate it if you could sub up. And if you want to win an NBA 2K24 giveaway, listen up. Comment your Instagram or Twitter in the comments and let me know that you're subbed. And shout out to 2K for this giveaway. I'll be DMing one of y'all on Instagram. Don't get scammed. Make sure it's my account. I got like 60K. But without further ado, let me show you guys how to make the build. Whenever you guys go to create a new build, it's going to ask you if you want to make it a rebirth build. If you have this quest done, of course, make it a rebirth build. You have unlimited rebirths. Instead of upgrading to an 85 off rip, it allows you to go to a 90, and also you start with silver badges instead of bronze badges. If this is your first build, you're not going to have the rebirth quest, and if you have another build that's already over 90 overall, then make sure you get the rebirth quest done before you make this new build. First screen, you got three options. You got create your own NBA templates and community builds. If I show you guys right here, I'm sure some of y'all have seen it before, but my build is in the game right here, my 3-point shot hunter. This is 6'4". However, this build is not insane at defense, and it's also not that good of a finisher. So the build I'm going to show y'all today is going to be better at both of those things. Of course, if you want to make the best build possible, you're going to want to start from scratch and go ahead and create your own. And this doesn't really matter. It's personal preference. I always go with righty and jersey number. Of course, you can put that at whatever you want. I explain this in all my build videos, but position really doesn't matter. But what does matter a lot is height, weight, and wingspan. Position just kind of puts you at, say, if you're playing rec or if you're playing my career, point guard will put you at the 1. Just basically lines you up on the court, but it does nothing to your attributes and badges. That has to do all with the height, weight, and wingspan. For this build, we're going to be going with point guard. But if you care a lot and want it to be a shooting guard or even a small forward, you could do that if it makes you feel better. For the height of our point guard build, we can go all the way down to 5'7" or all the way up to 6'8". And for the height, I'm going with what I think is the best height in the entire game, and that is going to be 6'6". I've tested out pretty much every build from a 6'2" to a 6'4". I've tested out a 6'5", also a 6'6", a 6'7". I've tested out everything, and the shooting on a 6'6" player just feels the best. And also, it's way harder to contest a 6'6" player compared to a 6'4". You're shorter on a 6'4". Also, if you go 6'2" or any of these lower heights, you're shorter. It's going to be easier to guard you. In this game, we're getting a hand up matters a lot on defense. It's harder to contest a player that is taller. And also at 6'6", we're gonna have pretty good defense. This is a height that's kind of in the middle and can really do everything. For the weight of my build, you can really tweak this however you want, but what I put on my build is 181. And the reason I did this is if you look at the attributes in the middle, if you go 182, I'll have an 88 excel, but if I go 181, I'll have an 89. However, I don't end up maxing my excel in the builder itself, so I don't think this matters too much. If you want to go a little bit higher, you can. I literally think you could go max weight 230 pounds and you could still get the same attributes as me, so I don't really think it matters. But what I put on my build is, of course, 181. Now, when it comes to the wingspan of your build, this matters a lot. If you guys are brand new to 2K, if you go down on the wingspan, say you go absolutely minimum on the wingspan, you guys will notice your shooting stats go up like crazy. Whereas if you go max, you see my 3-point shot is now -10. You do this because you're going to be bad at shooting, but with an increased wingspan, you're going to be really good at defense. And I normally go max on the wingspan and just take a hit to my shooting. But for this build right here, I want to get silver limitless range, which, by the way, is kind of tough to get this year. You need a 92 3-point shot, and in order to get that, we have to go with a 6'8" on the wingspan. It is a pretty low wingspan, but I'm able to hold my own on defense. And once you see the defensive upgrades, you'll notice like we actually have really solid defense on this build. And once again, guys, I would like to get more wingspan, but just wait till you make this build and use it if you're gonna plan on making it. The shooting is crazy. I do not miss. It's worth going 6'8" on the wingspan. Now we have the attributes, and this is the most important part of the build. But before we do the first upgrade, we got a quick word from today's sponsor. LeBron James just needs to score 1 point on Christmas for you to win money on Underdog Fantasy. There's currently a special on Underdog Fantasy, as you guys can see right here, half a point for LeBron James, which he's obviously going over on Christmas against the Celtics. And you guys can get this by signing up on either the app or the link in the description. You go on the website and use code SOLO when you sign up. This is a site-wide special. Everybody will get it. If you guys are seeing this after Christmas and you missed out, if you sign up, you get like a half a yard NFL special, so probably for one of the quarterbacks. So either way, if you sign up on Underdog Fantasy, you're gonna get a great special. And what it is higher or lower on your favorite players' player stats. You guys see I picked out 5 players right here. You can do any sport, football, basketball, and mix them together. And if you put, say, $10 down, they will 20x your money for 5 correct picks, and you'll make 200 for $10. You can also do the insurance feature. I can't do it because I have a special in this one, but let's say Let's just throw Chris Middleton in there. If we do the insurance feature, if I get all 5 right, I'll still make 100. But if one's wrong, I'll still get money and make 25. So you could still win with one of your picks being wrong. Again, make sure to get this LeBron James 1-point special and sign up with code SOLO, because it'll also double your first deposit. If you deposit 10, they'll give you 20, and that goes all the way up to $100. Okay, so the first thing we're going to upgrade, and I mentioned this before, is our 3-point shot. I really don't have a lot of builds that can shoot insanely well and have a really high 3-pointer, but we're going to go 92 on the 3-point shot, which of course gives us silver limitless range. Also, this year, a ton of jump shots are tied to your 3-point rating or your mid-range shot rating. But with a 92 3-point shot, we're getting pretty much every jump shot base in the game. However, the one that I use is an 87 3-point rating. If you know, you know. And also, sub up and turn on notice, because on Christmas, I'm dropping my jump shot video, which I have not dropped the jumper for this build yet, and it's the best jumper in the game, hands down. But look at all these shooting badges we're getting. Silver Agent 3, we get gold blinders, gold deadeye, silver limitless range, of course, gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, gold green machine, gold space creator, and you guys can see the rest. We get Hall of Fame comeback kid for those of you that, you know, lose a lot. That badge will come in handy. Gold guard up, gold open looks, and silver whistle. Next up, we're going to upgrade our ball handle, and we're going to put this up to a 92, which will allow us to get pretty much every dribble move in the game. Although to dribble good, you really don't need higher than like an 85 or 83. But with a 92, this is going to give us gold speed booster, which we still have to upgrade stuff like our speed of the ball and our speed, so that badge isn't lit up yet. We're also going to get gold unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, and some of these badges are still grayed out because we have to upgrade other things first. We're going to put our speed of the ball up to an 83, which will give us a ton of badges and also give us pretty much every dribble style in the game, or at least the good ones. On this build, I use Magic Johnson, which if you guys know my dribble moves, I'll put a link in the description. We'll talk more about the animations later, but 83 speed of ball, trust me, that is perfect. And let's just get it out of the way now. Let's do our speed so that we can get our speed booster badge and some of the other badges. We're going to go 86 on the speed. You guys see gold speed booster. We also have gold hyperdrive, and gold speed booster is a great badge. You guys definitely want this. It's extremely hard to get Hall of Fame. You need a 95 ball handle, as you guys can see, and we have to go with a 92 speed, which on this build, we can't even get that. So we'd have to go shorter if we wanted to do that. It's a little bit overrated unless you're literally putting no defense in your build, because it's just so expensive. It takes up so many attributes. We're also going to put our acceleration up to a 73, which gives us silver blow by. If you guys want to keep this at a 71 and get bronze, you can, but I think that silver blow by is a pretty important badge, and it doesn't cost a lot. It's only +2 to our excel. We're gonna max out our stamina all the way up to a 99, which will give us gold handles for days. Stamina is also a very cheap attribute to upgrade, so you might as well max it out. Let's talk about the strength and vertical in a minute. The next thing I'm gonna upgrade is gonna be my steel, and this is a very overpowered part of the build because we are putting our steel not only up to an 85, which most builds go to, and they just stop at that, but we're going all the way up to a 91 steel. We're gonna get gold glove, gold interceptor, gold right stick gripper. We're pretty much going to be a lockdown. The only thing that's, you know, not making us lockdown is our wingspan, because it is a little bit lower. But with these badges, I get steals like crazy. The wingspan doesn't even matter. It matters a little bit, but I still get steals like crazy. For the perimeter defense, we're going to put this up to not only a 75, but we're going to go up to a 76 to give us that 94 feet badge in case you guys want to play threes, pro-am, or rec. This badge allows defenders to harass and bother ball handlers in the backcourt. And in order to get the clamps badge, we have to upgrade our strength. You guys see in the top right, we need a 45 strength, so we're going to go down and we're going to put our strength up to a 45, which is what we're going to leave it at, which will give us bronze clamps. I know a lot of y'all, if you played 2Ks in the past, you know clamps is a very good defensive badge. It is not that OP this year, and just having it on bronze is fine. Like, having it on bronze compared to not having it at all is a huge difference. Trust me, having it on bronze is fine. I do like builds that can get it on silver, but unfortunately on this build we can't get it. Now let's talk about our finishing. I do not have any builds except for my literal day one build, the build that I made on the first day, that has crazy dunking. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give dunking a try. I see a lot of people going crazy with the dunk meter, so we're gonna make a build that has a driving dunk of an 84, which is literally the perfect number. If you don't want to go too high and go like 90 plus driving dunk, 84 is that perfect number that'll give you contact dunks. It'll give you some of the best dunk packages in the game. It'll give you really good finishing badges. You guys see posterizers grayed out because we have to upgrade our vertical. So let's go down and do our vertical, which is a 64 right now, but we're going to put this up to a 70, which of course gives us a bronze posterizer, as you guys can see in the top right. And if you guys want my dunks, I'm going to talk about the animations a little bit at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Standing dunk is one of the most underrated attributes attributes in the entire game. I talk about it in literally every single build video. If you guys are ever watching a build video on YouTube and you see someone that does not have a 45 or higher standing dunk, I'm telling you right now, click off the video because they do not know what they're talking about. At a 45 standing dunk, that unlocks the basic standing dunks, and that makes such a difference. Like, I'll see people with 40 all the time. That makes no sense because why would you not just get 45? It's literally cheap. But we're not only going to get a 45. You guys see there's some badges down here like fast twitch, rise up. We want some of those badges. So we're going to upgrade our standing dunk up to a 73 standing dunk, which gives us bronze fast twitch, bronze rise up, 2 really good badges. And now, as you guys can see, we have insane dunking on this build. Now we're a 98 out of 99 overall, and there's a few ways you can go on this build. You can get a little bit more finishing if you want, whether you want close shot, driving layup. It's really up to y'all. If you want to get a really high free throw, you know, 85 free throw, 90 free throw, if you plan on playing a lot of rec or pro and you don't want to miss, you could upgrade that. Or if you're a big pass actually high, you could do that, but you know, you can't go too high. You can get a 72. You could try to get block, although it's not going to go too high. It'll go to a 57, which with our lowered wingspan, you see you're not getting a lot of badges on the right. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. You could maybe get some more mid-range shot because that's pretty overpowered this year. This could go up to an 84. But what I decided to do, because this is the best all-around build in the game, and I don't think block is worth it on this build because we're not going to get the block badges, and I just don't know if you're really blocking anything with like a 57 block or whatever it was. I'm going to upgrade my interior defense, which I think is actually a pretty underrated attribute this year. Like, we're going to get stops in the paint. If we're in front of somebody with our hands up, we're stopping them. We're just not really going to get a ton of blocks. If we don't upgrade interior defense, I mean, we're literally screwed in the paint. So I'm going to put my interior defense up to a 60 interior defense, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my free throw up to a 71, and we have one attribute left over, which we are going to put on our offensive rebound. Now, if you're a huge free throw guy, you could take that attribute off of offensive rebound, maybe lower your stamina a little bit, but I don't really recommend doing this. You get your free throw up to a 76. Yeah, I don't really recommend that, but it's an idea. Also, if you want to lower your interior defense a little bit, you could also get some more free throw that way. If you're a big free throw guy, I know a lot of people complain. They're like, Solo, you're not hitting free throws with that. You know, I play a lot of rec, stuff like that. So it's really up to you if you want to tweak the build, but this is the build that I have, and this is, in my opinion, the best all-around build. We have great dunking, as you guys can see, with an 84 driving dunk, 73 standing, elite shooting with a 92 3-point shot. I literally do not miss. I won my friend the 90s event. He was playing center, and I was just shooting every single shot. We got first place. We broke the world record. If you guys didn't see that video, it was literally my last video. I don't miss on this build. And then the dribbling, you guys see, we got a 92 ball handle. We're going crazy with that. We also have a 91 steal. Like, this build honestly does not make sense. Like, we have insane pretty much everything on this build. The one thing I would like to have a little bit higher is pass accuracy. It's only a 62, but to be honest, it doesn't, you know, affect my gameplay too much. I've played with this build and like, it's not that noticeable. And it's like, what are you going to take down to get more pass accuracy? Like, if we go to a 50 interior, this is only going to go to a 66. So it's not that big of a difference. This is the build that I've been dominating the park on, dominating events with. And I honestly do not see me making another better build than this. This has everything you could ask for, from finishing, like I said, shooting, dribbling, defense. It really has no flaw. I think this is the best build, whether you're going to play the 1s court, the 2s court, the 3s, rec or pro. Even if you're going to play 3s, this build could play the 1 or even the 2. Like, it's a very versatile build. But now it's time to see what is the build's name and what are going to be our shades on this build. I know a lot of y'all care a lot about the shades. We got Rockets, Bulls, and Kings. Kenny Smith, Lonzo Ball, and De'Aaron Fox. We get the defense in Lonzo, we get the offense in De'Aaron Fox, and it's called a floor spacing slasher. Not the craziest of build names. I know there's some of y'all out there that look for the most unique build names and stuff like that, but I prefer having a really good build with crazy attributes over a unique build name. I just want to show y'all, if you change the position and go with shooting guard, you will get different shades. We have J.R. Smith, Donovan Mitchell, and DeJounte Murray. It's going to be the same build name, but I did want to show y'all, if you change your name, if you care a lot about the shades, you do get different players. If you go ahead and put the position on small forward, we get shades of Lou Hudson, Paul George, and Desmond Bane. And you can actually make this build as a power forward if you want, and the shades would be Bojan Bogdanovic, Jalen Williams, and Jeremy Grant, which I think it's just interesting to see what the shades turn out to be when you change the position of this build. Literally the same exact attributes on all of them. You're just changing the position. All of y'all always drop comments in my build video saying, what's the animations? What dribble moves do you use, what jump shots do you use, what dunks do you use, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the dunks. So these are the dunks that I use on this build. I have no 2-foot moving dunks, so we're just going to skip past that. 1-foot moving dunks we have on equipped. Athletic hangs off 1. We also have quick drops off 1 equipped, and we have athletic one-handers off 1 equipped. I have nothing else equipped. I have bought rim grazers and basic dunks, but as you can see, they are unequipped. Next up for the standing dunks, we have the regular standing dunks. This is what I told y'all. You only need a 45 standing dunk in order to get these. So we're going to have these equipped. For the signature dunks, we have 2 equipped. We have Anthony Edwards, which is at an 82 driving dunk, as you guys can see right there. And we have LeBron James, which you get on an 84 driving dunk, which is, of course, what we stopped at. We have an 84 driving dunk, and LeBron James is one of the best dunk packages in the entire game. If we go into alley-oops, we, of course, have pro alley-oops, because why would you not want that on? We have reverse park alley-oops, which I don't even know if you should have that on. That's probably not the best to have on, but I have it on anyways. And of course, make sure you have on pro contact alley-oops, which you get at a driving dunk of an 84. If you guys want to see what dribble moves I use on this build, I'm going to put a link in the description. I have a new dribble tutorial out now with all of my dribble moves in it. And if you guys want the holy grail of jump shots, the best jump shot on the entire game, hands down, I've never felt more confident about a jump shot, then drop a like in this video, sub up and turn on notice, because on Christmas morning, I will be dropping a video with the best jump shots in the game, and I'll finally be revealing, in my opinion, the best jump shot maybe of all time. It's my little Christmas gift to y'all. I'm dropping the holy grail of jump shots, and I even have a new center / lockdown jump shot. So if your 3-point isn't that high, like I'm telling y'all, bro, this jump shot is absolutely chicken. It does not miss. Please, if you guys make this build, let me know how it works out for you. I love seeing the little build reviews in the comment section. So come back to this video once you guys upgrade the build and play some park games or maybe rec games or whatever y'all plan on playing. Let me know in the comments how it works out. Put other helpful videos in the description if you guys need help with other stuff, or just click the video popping up on your screen right now if you haven't seen it.